Are you looking for a podcast where you contemplate the harshness of being a giant alien's pet?
Well, then you must be thinking of another podcast. Oh.
All right.
Well, hello, Kelsey.
Well, hello, Robert.
How are you today?
I am thirsty, and I have a nosebleed. How are you?
Oh, that's awful. That's not good. I'm also thirsty, but I don't have a nosebleed, so that's a plus, I guess.
Well, I got tissues, I got a seltzer. I'm ready to get this one going.
Seltzer?
I always have a seltzer.
Just like carbonated water?
Well, it's got flavor to it. This one is mango grapefruit.
Alright. Like a La Croix?
It's like a La Croix, but it's not La Croix.
La Croix.
Off-brand La Croix.
Okay. Not really big into the La Croix or just flavored
La Croix.
waters. I'm just drinking plain water.
Just plain water. Where's your Dr. Pepper?
Just like plain water. I had one today at work, and I'm just like thirsty. I was like, I probably just need water.
Just need to hydrate my human face.
Yeah, just water.
Just water.
Please.
I have days like that where I'm just like, I need water. Water.
Please, water. I need it.
God, I hate SpongeBob, but I also love SpongeBob.
Fucking love SpongeBob. He's the best.
That episode just like sticks in my mind. It's terrible.
Oh my god. I say I need it all the time. I'm like, I don't need it. I don't need it. I need it.
So quotable.
Oh man. Well, like early SpongeBob was super quotable.
Yeah,
I love
early
everything like season 1 SpongeBob.
Yeah,
You get too far in. It's a big time to be alive, Kelsey.
It sure as hell is.
It's a big time.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, I figured since the big time is all related to the same topic, we could just discuss that topic.
Let's discuss that topic.
It's time for, I don't know, what are you watching?
Media consumption.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Is that a theme song?
What is big? Well, actually, I did want to tell you this because I wanted you to react to it in person. I told you that was going to make you mad today.
Yeah.
Okay, so I found something at Best Buy that I really want to buy.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to buy. So I'll start with, I'm going to guess what is the lesser of the things that'll make you mad because it's like a twofer.
Oh my god, alright.
So it's a steelbook.
Okay.
That I want to buy. It is a steelbook of Terminator 2.
Don't you have like 6 copies of this movie already?
Yeah, but now I need the steelbook.
This is just an ongoing problem with you. I thought we decluttered. I thought we were talking about sparking joy.
Oh, it would spark me such joy to have the steelbook.
What's so special about this steelbook?
That it's the steelbook.
Okay.
That's literally it.
Super special.
It's just the steelbook for this movie. It's not even a 4K one. I would then take my 4K copy and just stick it in there and just like basically trash the copy inside.
You have something like deeply seated in your heart that just, you're like a dragon but with steelbooks. You hoard them, you guard them.
I really am. I just like want them.
I just picture you sleeping on like a layer of them.
Somebody at work had asked me about them once, and I took a picture of all of them together.
How did you fit them all in frame?
I told her that was a problem. I was like, wow, I didn't think I had this many. It's like, yeah, they're heavy. This adds considerable weight to the overall collection of things.
You're gonna break your bookshelf.
But it's really cheap, so I figured, yeah, I could do it.
All right.
It's not the $80 Spider-Man one, so.
God. Okay, well, what was the second thing you bought?
Oh, no, that was it. It was just the twofer that it was Terminator 2 and a steelbook.
Yeah.
In one thing.
That's just... You have enough.
Yeah. I'm probably going to get it, though.
You need to stop.
I would like to say that I'm trying, but I just pre-ordered 3 steelbooks the other day.
Oh my god, why?
Well, so one's How to Train Your Dragon 3
Okay.
to go with the other two steelbooks that I have. Captain Marvel to go with just the Marvel ones, right? And then they already have Endgame's steelbook pre-orderable, so I went ahead and got it so that I know I'll get one.
So, how many... do you know how many steelbooks you have at this point?
Honestly, no. I think at the time it was... Woo! Do you hear that?
Is that thunder?
Yes!
Holy cow, I don't know that by me.
Wow. That was crazy.
It sounded like thunder was trying to break your door down.
Yeah, man, it's like right. I was like, oh, no one's home. Excuse me. I think it was at like 25 at that time. And I know I've bought a bunch since then. So it's got to be in the 30s.
So what you need to do is institute a policy of one in, one out. You get the steelbook, and you get rid of all other copies that you own of that movie.
Okay, so what if I don't own the movie?
Then get rid of another DVD that you have.
I don't like this plan.
You've got too many. I don't know where you're keeping them. Like, I picture you just have like a Fred Flintstone closet where you open it and DVDs just fucking pour out onto you and cover you.
Oh, man. I mean, it kind of was that way. But there's a new shelf to hold it all. And it's struggling. It's fighting a good fight.
You can't get an IKEA shelf. It's going to fall apart.
That's what I have.
Yeah, that's dangerous. You're going to have to super glue it together.
Oh, man, that's so funny.
Balsa wood cannot hold your dreams.
But it can sure try.
It can sure try. So you mentioned Endgame. You just went and saw Endgame, correct?
Oh, man, yes, I did.
Because the calendar date today is April 30th.
So I finally got to see it as of yesterday. So today is a fresh, feeling for it.
Fresh feelings.
Okay, so I'm not gonna spoil it. That's not the point of this. But that movie's got emotions, man. It's got some emotions.
Yeah.
And I honestly don't know what to feel.
Do you feel like it was a good end cap to the series? Because this is supposed to be the last one, right?
So it is the end of a certain thing. It is not the end of these movies. There will be more of these movies. I mean, there's already some slated to come out.
Yeah, there's going to be 30 more.
So speaking to my How to Train Your Dragon that I got as well, How to Train Your Dragon was a brilliant conclusion to what it had going. It's by no means the end, but we probably won't see any more of the people in those movies, and it wrapped up so good. Endgame gives you such finality, but not in it's bittersweet that it's over. You just feel man, it's done. Everybody did what they needed to do.
Well, that's good though, right? They satisfied their story arcs. They didn't leave any hanging chads.
They really did. And it's just wow. You don't feel... I do feel bad about one of them. One of them makes me real mad. And all I can say is, wrong kid died.
Oh.
That is by no means the end of the movie. It's somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
It feels good. It feels good. You are left with such good things. Beautiful moments. They really sealed it up. Really, really good.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, that's what you really want out of a series finale.
Yeah.
Would you call it a series finale? I don't know. The end cap.
I would call it the end game.
Ooh, more big thunder.
Now that's on your side.
Yeah, we're gonna get some big storms tonight.
Yeah, that's not mine.
Ooh.
It's a good finale to the people that we have been around thus far. All your old original people, you need to let it go. It's time for the new blood. So they kind of wrapped up the old, setting you up for the new.
Okay, so they're killing off all the old characters and ushering in some fresh faces.
Yeah.
This guy's crusty. Get him out of here.
In ways.
I had apparently a big moment of Endgame spoiled for me.
Uh-huh.
But, like, I have no idea what the context is.
Oh my god.
I was, like, riding in a car with some friends, and they were all, like, talking about the movie, and they were like, oh, what about that thing with the rat? And then they were like, oh, she hasn't seen it yet. Oh my god. Oh no.
Yeah, like, but you don't even care.
Yeah, well, I mean, I had no idea what they were talking about in the first place. Like, there was some complicated rat plot line.
Okay, well, you know what? By the time this comes out, people are gonna know shit. Here's all I can say. Get over the stupid rat. Let it
Is
go.
It, like, that big of a deal?
No, it is the tiniest deal. But basically, if you want to get down to it, a rat saved the universe.
Okay, was it Pizza Rat?
No, it's just a rat.
Just a rat.
So this rat walks across, like, some computer stuff and lets Ant-Man out of the realm that he was trapped in this whole time.
Okay.
But people are mad because a rat just, like, beep boop, beep boop, just, you know, kind of walked across this thing and let this guy out. Who cares? Let him out. He was stuck. How else was it going to happen?
Did people want him to stay trapped?
I think people wanted not a rat to do it.
All right.
But, like, get over it, man. Like, shit like that has been in movies and TV shows forever. Just like, oh yeah, this random event lets this happen.
Yeah.
You know? Why is it a big deal now?
Whenever the stars align.
So, I don't really care about that. That part's fine with me.
Was there a lot of, like, fanboy, fangirl hate? Just people making big critiques that didn't need to be made?
I really haven't heard a lot of the bad so far.
Yeah.
I've only heard a lot of the good.
That's good.
I know that, I mean, you're a big Kevin Smith fan, right?
No.
Not really?
I'm the opposite of a Kevin Smith fan.
Really?
I can't stand him.
I thought because Desi loves those movies, I figured you like those movies.
No, I hate them.
Oh my god!
I know, I don't know if anybody knows this, but no, I cannot stand him.
That's kind of horrifying to me.
I'm sorry.
Oh man, I love him.
I see his face and then like a white hot rage boils inside my heart. I don't know why.
Silent Bob. We're thinking of the same person here.
Silent Bob's an okay character. I mean, I don't know, something about Kevin Smith. Sorry, Kevin Smith, if by somehow you fucking find out that I don't like you. I'm sure you have a lot of people that don't like you.
Kevin Smith, I love you. Please talk to me all the time.
Yeah, talk to him, Kevin Smith.
Oh my god, I love him. He's just so down to earth. But I listened to his review. He seems
like kind of a dick. I don't know. Like, I don't know enough about him. Maybe.
Well, I'm gonna change your mind.
You're about to fight me.
No, I'm just gonna change your mind. But he did a review and he cries throughout like half the review, and it's really sweet. I love it. It's fantastic.
How adorable.
I loved it, man. But so that was quite a big media event going on.
Yes.
Now that's one that I'm in on, that you're not so much in on. And I believe there's another humongous media event going on that you're part of that I'm not part of.
Correct. So the Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 3 just happened. Are you going to watch Game of Thrones at all ever again?
I am going to watch it.
Okay.
But I'm going to watch it when I can just crank out the whole thing.
Yeah, I feel like... See, the problem
I have been spoiler-free thus far.
Really? Okay,
yes,
then I'm not going to spoil anything for you, because, like, shit goes down in this episode, and oh my god.
I know how much you love that show.
Oh, dude, I was lit up about it on Sunday. Cuddled down in my blanket. I had a box of tissues. I cried from, like, the first minute all the way to the last minute. I was screaming. I was yelling.
All I know is that it was, like, it's a big battle.
Yes.
And I actually learned something about Game of Thrones today.
What'd you learn?
I learned that there aren't commercials when you watch it.
Yeah, because it's on HBO.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah, no commercials, baby. Straight action all the way through.
So even, HBO TV shows don't have commercials?
Yeah, there's no commercials. That's, like, the pull of HBO. That's why you have to pay for it.
Dude, like, didn't know that because I've honestly never had HBO.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Oh, well. I was like, it was an hour and a half, so you had to watch it for like 2 hours? And they were like,
God, no.
An hour and a half. I was like, but the commercials, and they were like, what are you talking about? And I learned that today.
No commercials. Yeah, it's just straight action. Full on nail biting.
I heard it was like an hour-long battle.
Yeah, so...
So maybe 30 minutes of let's get into it, and then just fighting.
I mean, so episode 2 was kind of the let's get into it thing.
Okay.
So episode 3 was just full fight. Start to finish. Like from the first minute of the show, the battle begins. And the last minute of the show, the battle ends. And I just want to talk about it so bad, but you don't know anything about it, so I can't spoil anything. But like, oh man, it was an episode.
That's
like,
funny.
There were some major character deaths, and like, my heart cannot take it.
So I see some stuff. Now I don't have an idea of who died.
Yeah.
But I did read that who died. It was kind of like I was hoping for a bit more with that.
See, that's one thing that fucking bugged me, because people were like, oh, everyone's got their plot armor taken off or whatever. Like, they wrapped up a bunch of storylines in episode 2 because it was like pre-battle, so everyone was like, let's just get everything out in the open. Let's say what we need to say. Let's finish our character arcs.
Because this is like the final season, right?
Yeah, this is the end of the season. Like, there are 6 episodes and that's it.
Yeah, so they didn't wrap up every storyline or every arc, right? But they wrapped up this battle's arcs, I guess?
No, they're wrapping up all of the arcs.
Jesus.
Yeah, from
we got
stuff
4
that
shows
happened.
left, though, man.
Well, so, like, oh, God, I just want to, like, say so much about it, but I don't want to spoil anything for you. This is so hard. I'm, like, walking through a field of landmines. So, essentially what it was, you know that there's, like, zombies that live beyond the wall, right?
Yeah, so the White Walker dudes.
Yeah, the White Walkers. And their whole goal is, like, they want to come south through the wall and kill humanity.
Okay.
And that's what this episode is.
And I know they got a dragon. Because they stole
got a dragon.
it.
They stole the dragon.
They stole him.
So, the whole episode is just, like, the whites. It's the living versus the dead. And it's just the craziest thing. So, yeah, everyone's, like, wrapping up their own stories and, like, you know, they're getting it all out there. They're putting it on the line. And so much stuff happened, and I just have a lot of emotions about it. I need you to watch it, like, right now so we can talk about it.
An hour and a half is a lot to have happen.
Yeah, it was so much. And I think that the way that it was paced was brilliant, because they would have, like, fierce battle scenes, but they would focus it around, like, specific characters, so you were never, like, fully lost. You know how, like, war movies, you're, like, watching, and it's just, I don't know, bullets are flying and battle is happening, but you can't be forced to care about the action because you don't know the characters.
Yeah.
And this is, like, everyone that you've cared about for 8 seasons, and they're all, like, life or death fighting.
Well, so I listened to another podcast called Nerds. And they used to be Nerd Porn, right?
Right.
They love Game of Thrones. And because that's where I've gotten a lot of my spoiler stuff from.
Yeah.
They actually did spoil stuff from this first episode, and I just skipped through the whole thing. Didn't even listen to it. I did for all the past stuff, you know, but I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not spoiling it. I'm going to watch it because everyone I know loves it so much. I'm going to give it its time, you know?
Yeah.
I'm actually going to give it its time.
It's a big cultural thing. Like, that's like a huge
part of... That's kind of why I want
to
watch it.
Yeah, and there's, like, the big
So you going to watch the Marvel stuff then?
Okay, so... Hold on, I'm gonna get to that in a minute. But there's a scene that is, like, the climactic point of the episode, essentially. Mm-hmm. And there's been, like, a bunch of reaction videos that have been posted to Twitter and such. And just watching those reaction videos, you can see how much these people care about the characters and how much they're invested in the storyline.
Do you watch a lot of, like, reaction stuff?
Yeah, I like it because you get to see, like, the human connection that we're all making.
Like, dude, he cried when I cried.
Yes, like,
and no one else I know cried then.
It's so fascinating to me that we're all, I don't know, it was just a very united reaction that everyone had.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so back to the Nerds dudes.
Yes.
He has always said that Game of Thrones has been really good about keeping a bunch of different storylines.
Yeah.
Like, weaved in without you getting totally lost. Like they give everybody just enough time that you're like, okay, I'm following everybody all at once.
Yeah.
And you're saying they did that with this battle thing too.
Yes, for sure. So
Okay.
like you see like one character fighting, and then it cuts away to another piece of the battle, and another character is fighting, and then it cuts away to something else entirely, but it's still battle related.
Yeah.
It was enough where like you had moments of panic because of all the chaos, and then you had a moment to breathe as you watch one character do something away from the battle that was equally as important.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it was really well done overall as a show. There's been so much fucking backlash on Twitter and Reddit and just every, I don't know, the internet in general. People are complaining about how dark it was, and like,
Okay, I heard something about that. Like, people were
So-
watching it and they were like, I can't tell what's going on.
yeah, I
Because,
agree
like,
that
it's literally too dark, as in brightness.
yeah, I agree that like the composition of the shots, it was extremely dark. I had to turn off every fucking light in my house in order to see anything. But our TV is set to like, I don't know, some pretty good settings, so I feel like I saw enough.
Okay.
It didn't bother me in the moment really, but like
I mean, think about it. These guys have been crafting the show for how long, and they have how much money?
yeah.
They want you to see it that way.
Yeah, exactly. So we saw
They're
what we were meant
hiding
to see.
something or doing something for
Yeah.
you.
The battle
I would
happened
think.
essentially at midnight, so it's a moonlit battle. There's a snowstorm happening, so it's like it's blurry and it's snowy and everything is fast and chaos and
Yeah, so I feel
dark.
like it serves the purpose of that battle then.
exactly, that's how I felt.
Yeah, like, who cares about you, watcher?
I mean,
It's dark outside.
there have been some really cool edits online, so people are posting stuff like with the brightness cranked up so you can see specific things that maybe you didn't catch when it happened live. There's
But
been some
has
really
it been, like, really big stuff that you missed?
no, there's nothing that we missed at
Okay.
all. Like there's a scene with the dragons that they're like fighting midair, so like the evil dragon is fighting the good dragon,
Uh-huh.
and it looks, you know, crazy like a dark dragon fight in the middle of a snowstorm while you're
Yeah.
watching it. But when they put it online, some people, they would like turn up the brightness and they slow down the footage, and it looks super beautiful, which is cool and all, but that's not the way it was intended to be seen by the viewer.
Just let the rat do his stuff.
Just let the rat do his stuff.
Yeah, man.
And then there's another big thing that I can't talk about, but people are mad that like a certain character did a certain thing, and it's like my favorite character, and I'm really happy that character did the thing because it's destiny. But I won't
Okay.
talk about it. Ah!
Okay.
Okay. Sorry.
Do you feel, because I do feel like when things get this big, when so many people are part of like a phenomenon, right?
Yeah.
It almost turns to the point that the fans feel like they can nitpick because they want it to be their way.
Yeah, and specifically too because it comes from a different source material. So like Game of Thrones, of course, is a series of books before it was a TV show, and everyone's like, it hasn't been like the books since season 2 or something. And
But it ain't the
Clearly-
books, man.
yeah, the showrunners have stated like this is not the books. This is something completely separate. We have George R.R. Martin's blessing to do whatever the fuck we want with these characters. We're gonna do it.
If it were based on the books would be done,
Yeah,
and then you could do it.
right. And is you find it's the same with the Marvel universe because it's supposed to be based on comics, right? So you have people that go in
So
like nitpicking shit.
I feel like, oh yeah, totally. But I'm not one of those people because I don't read comic books.
Yeah, I think that is one of the main reasons that I am not into the Marvel movies, because I know that if I enjoy the movie, there's going to be some gatekeeping about it, you know? Like, you only like it because it's just a movie, and the comic books, her lapel pin was green instead of aqua, and I don't know.
I've never really encountered it, to be honest.
really.
But I mean, I really went into each of these movies. Okay, teach me about this guy, because I didn't. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have discussed before how I only knew Spider-Man when I went into these.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not taking the movies as this is everything he's ever done. I understand there's, 100 years worth of stuff going on here.
Right.
I mean, comic books have been around since the 40s. These comic books haven't been. I mean, they're more 60s stuff, but still, that's 40, 50 years of history. And even in those realms, there's different versions of these same people.
Yeah.
This is the movie version of these people. It's not word for word gonna be this stuff. They will nod to it, but it's not supposed to be this comic book version of this guy. This is the Chris Evans version of this guy. This is the Robert Downey Jr. version of this guy. They're not supposed to be word for word, page by page, the exact same thing.
Yeah, they get a little bit of a license to play in the space.
Yeah. You know how much I love the Uncharted games, right?
Yeah.
The guys that were going to make the movie clearly stated, we will never do the games as movies. Because if you want that story, you can go play the game.
Right.
We're going to give you a new story.
Movie?
Yeah, it's pretty on the rocks.
Oh.
Actually, the kid that plays Spider-Man was going to play Nathan Drake.
The one with the frog in his mouth?
What?
The guy who looks like he's just holding a frog in his mouth.
I hope not. Tom Holland?
Yeah, that's his name.
Oh, he has a frog in his mouth? I'm so sorry.
He looks like he has a frog in his mouth.
Oh man, I love him.
Look at his face, though. He just looks like he's holding a secret item that you can't see.
Yeah, he's holding Marvel secrets in there. And he can't wait to spill them out. But I love him for it. Oh, so he's notorious for just, blurbing out everything.
Really?
Yeah, so he was the only one not given the full script for Endgame because they were like, no, you're going to ruin it.
They couldn't trust him?
Yeah.
That's kind of messed up.
They send him to interviews with certain seasoned actors that have done interviews, and they're, supposed to, just, elbow him in the throat when he's going to say something.
In the throat, okay.
Because
elbow
he just spills his stuff. So it's not a frog, it's secrets. And he can't wait to tell you. He can't wait to tell you.
Okay, maybe that explains it.
They were gonna do young Nathan Drake and then cast him.
Okay.
And I was totally cool with that. I kind of respect that. Don't give me exactly what I already know.
Yeah.
Don't give me what's exactly on the page.
Right.
Because I could read it.
Yeah.
If I really wanted.
If I want to read the books, I'll read the books. If I want to see a TV show or a movie about it, I will see the TV show or the movie about it.
Yeah. If I want to watch The Walking Dead, I'll watch it with my eyes on the page. But this version is different.
Yeah. It's funny that they don't trust Tom Holland with secrets. That tickles me.
I'm going to send you a video of all the times he has either spilled something or had people go, whoa, no, stop. Shush. Be quiet. Because it's all the time. Every interview that he goes on, he does something.
God.
It's
I always
hilarious.
feel so bad if I see someone get something spoiled, or I don't think I've ever spoiled something directly for anyone, but
I don't think I have either.
I've been in a conversation where the person I was talking to spoiled something, and I felt so bad about it. It was in The Walking Dead, one of the major character deaths. I knew that my friend hadn't seen the show yet, and so I was talking to another friend. I was like, oh, you remember that one scene? Remember, he hasn't seen it yet, so don't say anything, but, that one scene with the thing, there was actually, and I had a piece of trivia about that scene or whatever, and she was like, oh, you mean the scene where blank died? And I was like, what's wrong with you?
Okay, so how long ago is what you're talking about?
I think it's 2014, so maybe I should be able to say it by now.
Okay, so you can say it now.
Okay, so it's the episode where Tyrese dies, and they're in the car, and he's that weird foggy dream sequence, and he hears a voice on the radio.
That was super weird.
Yeah, he hears the voice on the radio that's telling him it's okay to pass over or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's actually Andrew Lincoln's voice, but he's British, so you don't realize it.
Oh, shit.
Because he's using his little cool British accent, and it's all smooth and sexy. And I was like, this is a cool piece of trivia. I'm going to go tell somebody. And then I was talking to my friend, and I was like, yeah, so that voice on the radio is actually Rick's voice, but it's his real voice. And she's like, I don't know what scene that is. Oh, right, the scene where Tyrese is dying.
Oh, my God.
I was like, what's wrong with you? My friend was so mad he just like pulled his hood up over his head and walked away.
I
And
feel
would
like
not talk
that's
to
one
me.
of the most spoiled things on the planet.
Walking Dead deaths?
It's just that show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the big one that got spoiled for me was a Walking Dead death, but actually it was by another TV show.
How did that happen?
So actually I will spoil two things now, although I'm pretty sure everyone knows the first one. So there's an episode of The Big Bang Theory. Love The Big Bang Theory, right? I think it's a great show. It's not, I mean, the most thought-provoking show on the planet, but I just laugh and I have fun, right?
Okay.
And in this one, Sheldon had talked Leonard into reading the Harry Potter books. And he's like, oh my god, I'm so glad you're making me read these. They're really good. I've never read them. And he goes, oh, where are you at? And he goes, I'm on number 6, Half-Blood Prince. And he goes, oh man, I can't wait to see what you think when Snape kills Dumbledore. And he's like, I just started this book. What is wrong with you? And he's like,
damn.
But I mean, that's what happens. And like, he doesn't see what he did wrong. And at the very end of the show, they make up, everything's good. And he's like, do you want to watch The Walking Dead? Yeah, okay. He's like, have you seen the show where Lori dies? And he goes, no. And he goes, oh, well then maybe she didn't. Let's go watch. And they go inside. And I turned to my mom, because we had just started it like a few days before, and I go, fucking Lori dies? We're in like season 2. And that was a season 3 spoiler.
Damn.
So it gets spoiled for us on a show that we love, having just started another show that we were growing to love.
Yeah. Oh, man. I'm just thinking about a time that I half spoiled something for someone.
Uh-huh.
So, one of my friends at work was watching Breaking Bad. He specifically said he was rewatching Breaking Bad. And I was
okay,
like,
that's a big distinction.
Yeah. He was like, I'm rewatching Breaking Bad right now. And I was like, oh man, I love that show so much, but I can't rewatch it because a certain character dies. But I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it because I think everyone at this point has seen Breaking Bad.
Dude, that show is done. It's been done for a long time. It's been done. It's time.
If you don't know it by now, it's your own fault. Yeah. So I was like, I can't watch that show because I can't handle Mike's death. And he was like, wait, are you kidding me? Mike dies? Spoiler alert. And I was like, you're rewatching it. You said you watched it already. And he was like, I know, but I just blocked it out of my memory because it was so sad.
No, dude, he hadn't watched it, and he was trying to be like, oh yeah, I was rewatching season 1. That's all I've seen.
God, I cannot. That is probably... I can't with that show just because of that death scene. I don't know. It made me so sad. I love Breaking Bad so much.
I was sad, but none of the deaths in that show make me super sad.
Dude, I was inconsolable when Mike died. Like,
oh no, the one that gets me is Jesse's girlfriend.
Oh yeah, that
when
was
they let her choke.
That was horrible.
Like, I wasn't sad. I was just fucked up.
Yeah.
Just like, holy shit. That was awful. And I actually was getting someone at work to watch it that hasn't watched it still to this day.
Really?
And I was like, I think you'd like the show, but I have a feeling when you see something, you won't watch it from there. And she was like, whatever, I won't care. And I go, okay, it's going to happen on this episode. And she got to that episode and said, yep, I'm done. What happens? Just tell me the rest of the show.
Oh my god.
And I was like, I had a feeling you wouldn't like that. I mean, it's not bad from there. No, fuck that show. What happens next? And refuse to watch the rest of it.
Man, that show's so good though. Like, that's another one of those like big cultural things that I had to be in on.
I know that we discussed that My Little Pony was coming to an end, so I'm trying to catch up.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Which I've watched 0 of since that day that we discussed that. But Breaking Bad was one that like the world had been watching, and I was cranking them out to catch up because I wanted to watch it the night that it ended.
Yeah, I did almost the same thing.
Actually, you know how I got started on that show?
Tell me how.
Ferdin was watching it, and I just kind of walked in the room, and I mean, there was like this really intense scene. This guy was screaming and being all crazy, and I was like, whoa, what are you watching? He was like, Breaking Bad, and I was like, this show looks great. Where are you at? The beginning of season 2, and I was like, gotta go, because I actually want to watch this now. and totally got into it from there.
Yeah. That's so you caught up like from season 1 to season 2 and you watched the rest of it live?
So season 4 had ended before I got into it.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I came into it during the whole like season 5 hiatus stuff.
Me too, actually.
Where they split it.
Yeah, that's when I marathoned the whole damn thing.
Yeah. Oh man, I would stay up till 4 o'clock in the morning and watching it on Netflix and be like, dude, I gotta like go to school tomorrow because I was in college when I was watching it.
Yeah, I still remember like
I don't care, dude. I'm gonna stay up.
The very first time I saw Breaking Bad, it was that scene where like someone's head had blown off or something, and it had landed on a turtle, and the turtle is like walking by with this head on it.
So that's like season 3, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that, and Richard was watching it, and I'm like, what the fuck are you watching?
He was like, the best show ever.
He was like, it's Breaking Bad, I think you'd like it. I was like, what would I like about this show? That dude's head is off, and it's on a turtle.
Yeah, why wouldn't you like it?
But yeah, I didn't give it a chance until the break of season 5, and then I was just like, okay, let's try and watch a little bit of it. And then we watched the whole damn thing.
I think I was actually texting you when I watched the end of the show.
Really?
because we had been talking about it, and you were like, how are you going to watch it? And you had like a good way. You were going to watch it like normally on TV, and I was like, I have to stream it from some backwoods site, and I watched it in like 200p. It was the worst image, but I got to watch it like in real time. It was great, I guess.
It's such a big thing. You want to watch it in real time.
Yeah. Now, Game of Thrones, I don't feel that.
Really?
Because I'm not, like, I'm already not in on it.
Yeah, you're not like in the sauce like I am.
Yeah, so I don't feel
deep.
that same connection. Whereas you're watching reaction videos and stuff, you know?
Yeah, I love reaction videos.
Breaking Bad is so great.
It's so good.
I still talk about that show to people, and there's still people that haven't seen it.
Yeah, which is shocking to me. I don't know, I feel like it appeals to a lot of people. My dad watched it and loved it. My mom did too.
I mean, do you find it amazing that I haven't had stuff spoiled about Game of Thrones?
I do, because it's all over Twitter. I'm going to have to like watch my own timeline now, make sure I'm not tweaking out spoilers, because...
See, I don't, I guess, use Twitter. I don't really use social media enough to get the spoilers, I think. I'm addicted to Twitter. It's terrible. I hate Twitter because half of it is politics and half of it is just bullshit. Yeah.
But I can't get off of it.
But so, I did want to tell you about this, though. Because, you know, you were talking about the community of watching a show and being, like, part of the thing, you know? So, there's a moment in Endgame. And I really like seeing movies in packed theaters when this type of thing happens.
Yes, I love a good packed theater.
When everybody is on the same page.
Yes.
So, when I saw Star Wars Episode 3, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, I'll never forget it. I wasn't one of them, but, like, super early, R2-D2 set some people on fire because he, like, does this hover thing and he, like, catches oil on fire, you know?
Yeah.
I remember the whole theater, woo! Like, everybody was in on it, right? Everybody was this one collective mind.
Yes.
Right? And in the same movie, they did it again. They cheered when Yoda just, like, flips his hand and, like, knocks these 2 guards down. Everybody, you fucking Yoda! But so, towards the end of Endgame, like, when the big thing happens, right?
Yeah.
When the big sad thing happens, the movie is totally quiet. Like the movie doesn't even have music playing. There's really no sound. They're reveling in the moment, right?
Yeah.
The whole theater was totally quiet. There wasn't even, like, breathing. Nothing. Everybody and the movie were just in this state of silence.
I have goosebumps right now. You're setting the scene.
Like, you could feel that quiet, right?
Yeah.
And it enhances that moment so much more. Like, you can't feel that when you do it alone.
Yeah, you can't duplicate that.
Yeah. I will never forget that moment as long as I live. As long as I watch that movie, I'll remember that moment.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So I really hope you get that same type of moment when you do your Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah.
Do you do, like, watch parties with, like,
No.
tons of people, or do you just watch it at home?
No, we just watch it, me and Richard. But I react as though I'm in a watch party.
You should just get, like, on some online forum, some kind of Discord thing where you're all watching it, talking
God.
at the same time.
It would just be nothing but
feel it.
screaming.
Just...
It would be so much fun to watch Game of Thrones in a theater. Like, ooh.
Didn't they do that for a while there?
I don't know. That would be a really fun experience.
I feel like they had. What if they do that? What if the final episode they air live on TV and in the theater at the same time? Would you go to a theater and
Hell
watch
yeah,
it?
I would.
That would be cool.
It'd be super cool.
I would like to go, but then everybody would be like, "Oh, what'd you think?" I was like, "I don't watch the show. I don't know what this is."
Just go in totally blind. Who are all these people?
I'm gonna get there one day.
One day.
I will watch it.
You gotta.
So this is something that I wanted to tell you about. Here's another big cultural thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm getting in on it way late in the game, but I just started a show. And you can say gross, because I have always said gross to this show.
Okay.
But I'm finally giving it its time. I started Dragon Ball the other day.
Oh my god.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Not Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
Like, I started from the beginning.
I didn't know there was a difference. Is it like Dragon Ball Y?
So this is Dragon Ball. Like, that's it. It's just called Dragon Ball.
A.
And, like, the main dude, Goku, is, like, a kid. So this is pre, like, the whole rah! Screaming shit.
I didn't know he had a phase before that.
Oh, this is, like, the dirty phase. This show is
Dirty phase?
so perverted.
What?
Oh my god.
He's a child.
Yeah. And I was watching it like, this is what people have been watching? It is the weirdest shit. Yeah, he's gotta be 8 or something. And they go full on Simpsons movie. You see his, like, meat and 2 veg all the time.
What?
All the time. They draw it all the time.
Why?
I don't know.
Why
and
was I
like,
not aware of this?
I'm like, dude, what is going on?
What?
So in the very first episode, you see that, and then he meets this girl that's like 16 or something, and she's like, hey, I need that Dragon Ball that he has, right?
Oh, I'll give you the Dragon Ball.
She goes, hey, how about a trade? If you give me that Dragon Ball, and she like lifts up her dress and goes, I'll give you a peek.
What?
And is like showing off her underwear and shit, and he's like, what do I care about your nasty butt for? And she's like, it's not nasty, I take baths. And so then he goes on the adventure with her, and in the next show, she's like, you gotta take a bath, kid. Like, you stink. And he's just walking around with his stuff out, and she goes, no, you're supposed to cover up the front. So he picks up a towel and goes like this and covers his face, with that still proudly displayed.
Oh my god, his dirty little anime balls.
And I was like, this show is pretty fucking funny. I think I'm gonna watch some more. And I'm done with, like, the first season.
Alright.
It's pretty good. But that's not the show that people, you know, talk about and love all the time.
Yeah. I
will get
no
there.
idea there was like a prequel to Dragon Ball Z.
So, yeah, it's called Dragon Ball, and it aired before that show.
Dragon Ball, subtitle Goku's anime penis.
No, Dragon Ball, Goku's Dragon Balls. And that's actually a joke in the show.
Why? What is a Dragon Ball? Is it like a Pokeball?
So it's like a little orange ball with different stars in it to mark which one it is, and there's 7 of them. And when you gather them together, you get to make a wish, kind of Wacko's Wish style, right?
Okay.
And so when you get all 7 together, this dragon erupts from it, and he will grant you one wish.
Like a genie.
Yeah. And so the girl, Bulma, is trying to collect them all, and he happens to just have one. And she comes into contact with him.
What would your dragon wish be?
Well, from the way these people have their wishes lined up, I feel like it's got to be something stupid.
What's his wish? New underwear?
Well, so she's wishing for a boyfriend.
That's it?
Another guy wants to wish to be able to talk to girls.
Just, okay. So it's like prepubescent wishes.
Because, like, he can't talk to girls, and every time this, like, one guy sees her, he just, like, and, like, he can't function.
Alright.
Which is another dirty part of the show, because he finds her naked at one point and, like, goes catatonic.
Okay.
This show's so weird.
Yeah, it sounds like a trip and a half. What are you watching it on?
So I have them all. Sean gave them to me.
Oh, okay.
He had them all, and I was like, hey, can I, like, get all those? I'm ready to watch that. And so he just gave them all to me on a flash drive.
Nice.
And I was like, I'm bored. I'm going to start it. And just watched it the whole day. But so my wish, have more steelbooks.
Oh, God.
I did that just for you.
Well, while we're wishing for that, I'm going to wish for more cat art.
Oh, okay. I mean, that totally fits in line with everything these people want to wish for.
Ooh, I wished
so
for,
far.
like, a big piece of cat art, like a house-sized one that I could live in.
Oh, man, that's so good.
Yeah, just a whole house of cat.
I don't even remember what I was going to say about this show now. I had another point to make about it.
Sorry, we get off on Dragon Wish tangents.
So, it's super weird. It's perverted as shit, but that's the, like, the version that aired here was not that way.
Okay.
So this is, like, the Japanese one. It's
The
still
real
in
shit.
English. Like, it's been dubbed so I can watch it. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to read it. But it's, like, the way that it originally was, and it's dirty. It's hilarious.
Alright, fun stuff.
But so, I finally got into Dragon Ball, one of those things that, you know, everybody knows, like, everybody knows what that is.
Yeah.
Even if you haven't watched it, you know? But I listen to so many podcasts where everybody knows everything about it.
I know, I feel
And
like
I was
it's
like,
like...
I just want to know. Like, I want to be in the know.
It's like the nerd baseline. Everyone
I wanna
who's into
understand.
weird stuff knows stuff about Dragon Ball.
Pretty much. It is the inspiration for almost everything that nerds like, though. Almost every creator goes, yeah, like, Dragon Ball's the greatest shit ever, and it inspired me to write my own stuff.
Inspired me to write these novel series about 3 dragons and their dragon mother.
Yeah. So, I'm giving it its shot, and I'm gonna fucking have seen Dragon Ball finally. I'm gonna know what that is.
Alright, well, write me up a full book report when you're done.
I will. So far, it's pretty good. I like it. But it's not, like, the thing, you know?
Yeah.
So, I got one more thing. One more
Lay it on
media thing. I would like to discuss this with you.
Okay.
Because it impacted me so hard today.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, first of all, listeners, please write in what you think of spoilers. Because I know people that can have something spoiled, and it takes nothing away from them. I know people that as soon as they know there's a character in it, they're just, oh, well, the whole thing's ruined. But you don't even know what they do yet. I don't care. I know something that I didn't know, and now I hate it. You know?
I don't know
'Cause
anybody like that.
I'm kind of a person that if you do spoil... If you were to tell me what happened in last night's Game of Thrones or whatever,
Yeah.
I'd still watch it. Because I didn't experience it.
Yeah.
I just know. If you
Right.
told me what happened in Endgame, I'd still watch that movie. Because I gotta see it. I gotta feel it. You know?
Gotta consume it.
But so, I did feel it. And I did see it. This thing today. And I want to know your opinions. Because we kind of discussed it earlier. And I feel like we're about to have a big old fight.
Okay.
Right here. Right here. On air. You
All
ready?
right. Let's get it out. Let me put my boxing gloves on. I'm ready.
Alright, listeners. As you were told, it is April 30th, 2019.
And you
right
know
now,
what that means.
at this moment. And earlier today, the Sonic the Hedgehog trailer was released.
And how do
And
you
it's
feel
the
about that?
worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
I thought it looked good.
That hurt. I couldn't tell if I was laughing at how bad it was or if I was crying because it hurts me how bad it was.
I will say Sonic himself is fucking terrifying. He is nightmare fuel. His weird, like, noodle muscle thighs, his creepy long legs, his human teeth.
Okay, see, the teeth thing doesn't bother me. Like,
It fucked me up. Are you kidding
he's gonna
me?
have fucking teeth. Like, just
He
okay.
should have, like,
let him have
cartoon
his
little
teeth.
dinosaur teeth or something. Like,
Dinosaur
not
teeth.
full human incisors and canines and molars. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Give him hedgehog teeth.
I find his proportions preposterous. He's
They're-
just a little
they're
human.
horrible. He looks so scary.
Like, he's just so normal. It just doesn't fit. I saw somebody, like, stylize him the way he looks in the games, like, with the super skinny legs and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, it looks so much better.
He looks like an 8-year-old in a furry
I
costume.
love it. Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah.
So, we agree, and there was something I said that I feel like we're going to feel the total opposite about.
Okay.
So, what about it did you think looked so good?
Jim Carrey.
That's what I fucking hate the most.
Are you kidding me? Oh my god, he looks so good in that mustache. He looks like he's having the time of his
No.
life.
He is just Ace Ventura in the trailer.
He looks so happy.
I love Jim Carrey. I truly do. But Dr. Robotnik is not Jim Carrey. And he is just acting as Jim Carrey.
Who would you have cast as Dr. Robotnik?
I don't know. But he could just not act like Ace Ventura. He's just Ace Ventura in that trailer.
Ooh,
When he
you
was
know who I would have
he was
cast?
like,
Perfect
what's your
choice.
name? No one cares. No one cares. Hey. And then he walks away. Hey, what's your name? It's no one cares. I was like, this is just like kid funny. I want more from Sonic the Hedgehog, man. I want Sonic Underground.
No.
But people hate that show too.
I think it looks like it's going to be a decent movie. I think...
Dude, he fucking walks into that barn to see him, and Sonic just turns around and goes, meow?
Yeah, I hate that.
I was like, are you for real? That's the dialogue we're gonna have in this movie?
See, I feel like the
Oh
movie
my
would
God.
be fantastic if they just took Sonic out of the equation. Just left him behind.
And just had wacky... So some other creature shows up,
Yeah, like maybe an actual
and
hedgehog
Jim
that
Carrey
talks.
has to, like, kill it. And then
No.
you would feel okay.
It's not gonna kill it.
That's the whole point of his character, is they're like, we don't know what it is, you need to catch it and destroy it. And he goes, okay, I'm evil. And then he does.
Well, okay, so maybe it's like an ET situation where he's a little alien or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that was a question that came up. Is Sonic supposed to be an alien? Because he's like, I'm going to save your planet.
Yeah, that's the thing that I got from it. Like, I'm going to save your planet, not our planet or the planet. Just
I
your
mean-
planet.
I like Sonic the Hedgehog, man.
Where's he from? Planet Genesis?
Planet Mobius.
Mobius. Oh,
Well, that
like
might be the city. I don't know his planet,
the
honestly.
city of Genesis on planet Mobius.
But, like, at one point, he throws his ring, and it's like a portal.
I didn't see that part.
Yeah, like, they're falling off a building, and he's like, bring, and he just, like, throws a ring out, and they just teleport somewhere else.
Maybe it's a cheat code. You got the Game
No,
Shark.
dude. Ooh. Like, okay, fine. So you think it looks good.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Gangster's Paradise
Oh, it's
playing
been in
over
my
the
head
whole
all
thing?
day. I've been dancing.
It's a great song.
I love
but
that
it don't
song.
fit with Sonic the Hedgehog.
I mean, it's like a 90s jam.
Are you saying that Sonic the Hedgehog is the gangster in this scenario? Meow?
No, he's just living in gangster's paradise.
Oh my god.
I think Dr. Robotnik is the gangster.
Okay, him at the end of the trailer when he had
Yeah.
the big old mustache, I was like,
Yeah.
that was boss.
See?
That's perfect. But everything before it, awful.
I loved it. Every single minute of it, except for the teeth.
So hate it.
Just
I
remove.
hate everything about this movie so far.
All right, well, next trailer, we'll see.
And I'm gonna see it.
You're going
Like-
to see it? You're going to go to theater?
Of course I'm gonna go to the theater to see it.
Have the media consumption experience?
I knew that I would hate The Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, and I went to that opening night. And guess what? Hated it. Just
Why
like
did
I
you
thought.
hate that one?
It was so bad.
Really?
Yeah. The Lizard is one of my favorite Spider-Man villains, and he looks like a fucking Goomba from the Mario Brothers movie, which is about to be trumped as the worst video game movie, because Sonic is going to take that place. That's all I could think
lit
all
up
day.
about this.
It was so bad. I knew it was going to be bad. But that bad? It was so bad.
We were not prepared.
I honestly walked around the building for like 30 minutes laughing or crying. I couldn't decide the feeling that I had.
In total hysterics.
I was, and I would calm down and then just and then just cry again.
You're a mess.
Or laugh. I didn't know.
It's crafting.
Does it look good enough that you want to see it?
Kinda, which is odd for me because I've never, like, been into Sonic.
Maybe that's why.
Maybe that's why.
But I'm not even into Sonic in, like, a big way. I just like the old... I like Sonic 1, 2, 3, Knuckles, boom. That's it. So I like old Sonic. But this was just on another level, man. I was like, there are human beings, there are people that get paid money, and somebody went, all this looks good. You should release that trailer today. And they're like, oh man, people are gonna love it. And they were just so happy with themselves. And then the world went, teeth? Ew! Because somebody went, dude, we have to give him teeth. Like, it's gonna make him look so relatable. And somebody went, you're absolutely right. He should have teeth.
Some fucking monster on the
This is
cutting
a
room
good
floor.
thing. This is a great thing. Everyone will love it. And the world spit in that guy's face today.
Let's tie a bow on this one.
So I wish you luck. I wish you luck with Game of Thrones. May it be way better than Sonic ever could be.
Thank you. I will keep you thoroughly updated. I can't wait for you to watch it so I can just cry about it.
I have most of it prepared and ready. I am getting these episodes as they come out. So actually, when we're done here, I'm going to go get last night's show and have it ready.
So are you going to start watching it again from the beginning, or are you going to pick up where... Because I know that you've watched up to a certain point.
I would like to just start from the beginning.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
I'm just going to go in all the way, get the whole experience.
Get the full story.
So probably the way we were watching it, like 2 a week, but do like maybe 2 a night.
Yeah. Just crank them out.
Just until that shit's done.
Bust through it.
Until we get to like these moments, and I'm going to be like, all right, 1 a night, gotta drag that shit out.
Yep.
Because if they're really going to be 1.5 to 2 hours a piece, I'm not doing 2 a day unless they're just that good.
You're going to want to watch the whole 6th season. Or 8th season, I guess.
See, I feel like that's going to be Taylor, because she was digging the show more than me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm probably
So
the reason why
good.
she hasn't watched it.
And you both need to watch
ew, ugh, gross.
Full reports from both of you. Just tell me all of your feelings. Dump your feelings onto me. Baby bird me your feelings.
Okay. Well, if you ever decide to watch the Marvel movies, I will answer questions and feel good with you.
Okay.
But kind of like how I feel about Game of Thrones, the early ones, that's not what hooks you. It's later when, like, shit really gets started that it gets good, you know?
Okay.
So, one day you'll see Endgame, and you can cry, and be happy. It's both. And am I just going to be, like, sad at Game of Thrones? Am I going to be happy?
Have every single emotion all at once, and it's going to hurt you so much.
So I'm going to feel for Game of Thrones the way I feel about Sonic as well. Okay, cool.
Yep. All right.
Nothing will make me feel like that. Yeah, I know, Richard, I know.
Yeah, can you hear him back there?
Just right there.
Listeners, please tell your friends about us. Help us grow this garden of an audience that we're building. Don't forget to subscribe to us on your favorite platform so you never miss an episode. We come out every Monday. If you have a second to rate and review us on iTunes, that will help our ratings so much.
Since we have been growing, I did notice you can search for us now.
Yes, you can.
I did try that, and it worked. Please feel free to search for us, listen to us. You can find us and friend us on social media. We are at YMBToAP on Twitter and Instagram. You can also email us with your lovely listener letters that we ask for every week at YMBToAP@gmail.com. We really want your listener mail. We've gotten a couple, and they made us very happy, didn't they?
So happy. So
oh my
happy.
God, we love them. We have so many questions that we want you to tell us about.
Yes, please.
If you have anything you want us to talk about, just what do we think on it? Ask us. Our podcast is hosted on Libsyn, and the website is ymbtoap.libsyn.com.
And our theme song is The Grim Reaper Blows the Horn by Faraj. Losing my voice here at the end of this. Please check out Faraj on YouTube. All their stuff is super awesome. As always, thanks for listening, and tune in next time to get the answer to that burning question.
But we had one more important sound we wanted you to hear.
Why the fuck did they give Sonic human teeth?
So that he can be all like, "Arr!" when he's running fast, man.
So he can eat plants. That's why.
So he can eat chili dogs.
Sonic loves a good chili dog.